Welcome to Celeb Scene Central. Justin Simien is getting real about last year's Lando debacle. 3 years after first being announced, but with nothing to show for it, concerning news broke that the Simien-helmed, Donald Glover starring Solo, a Star Wars story spin-off series would instead be a movie. Since then, again, nothing. The radio silence resumed until Friday, when Collider published remarks from Simien indicating that Lando will not be moving forward. Simien is on the road promoting Hollywood Black, an MGM Plus docuseries based on the trailblazing book by scholar Donald Bogle examining race and representation in Hollywood. In an interview with Collider's Christina Radish, Simien vented his feelings over the saga of the stalled series. It was pretty developed, he shared. There was a Bible, there was concept art, there were scripts, but it just wasn't meant to be. Ever since the Star Wars cinematic universe expanded to the small screen, there have been so many shelved, cancelled, and abandoned projects that critics write listicles and fans fill up Reddit threads discussing which they would have most enjoyed seeing. Simien is a part of a vast network of crestfallen creators, but the camaraderie hasn't soothed the sting. For me, it has to be done pretty straight on. Like, I am in grief. I do not feel good. I have to let myself feel those feelings, he said. There's so much that I experience that I get to keep forever and take into the next project. I can't obviously take the storyline or the IP or the characters, but there's so much more that I got, as a maker, and that's mine. Sorry, it's too late, you can't take that part back. Lando was first announced back in 2020 during a Disney investors call. In a Star Wars era increasingly defined by backstory spin-offs, the move made perfect sense. Glover's Lando was the breakout star of Solo, and Simien was a rising star with 3 seasons of Dear White People, the series he created, directed, and wrote for Netflix, under his belt. Fans grew even more excited about the series when it was announced that Glover and his brother Steven, the showrunner on Atlanta and a producer of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, would step in as co-writers. Exactly why Lando fell through the cracks at Disney Plus is still unclear. Simien remains undeterred, however, bringing Hollywood Black to MGM Plus and looking forward a live-action Star Trek comedy series starring Tawny Newsome. The news was announced at the most recent San Diego Comic-Con, coming with the tagline, Federation outsiders serving a gleaming resort planet find out their day-to-day exploits are being broadcast to the entire quadrant. I literally grew up watching that show and wishing I could go to space, told Collider about the Star Trek project. I'm living that childhood dream right now. Hollywood Black will premiere on August 11 on MGM Plus.